For the past 2 years, thanks to Skoda and Wheel of Cycling, I've had the amazing opportunity at taking part in the Etape du Tour. Each year, the tour organisers open up one of the stages in the race to the public, and there's around 15,000 people which take part in the event and pretty much get to experience the roads and the atmosphere just as the pros do. 2020 was supposed to be my third year heading to France with Wheel of Cycling to take part in the Etape. However, because the Tour de France has been postponed this year, so is the Etape until the 6th of September. But in order for there still to be some sort of event at this time of the year, the organisers are hosting an Etape on Zwift. Now, this video has been very kindly sponsored by Wheel of Cycling to bring you guys the competition that they are hosting, which is a full hospitality program at this year's Tour de France. So that means getting in and amongst around the riders backstage, getting in the convoy in the cars during the race, following, watching the breakaway, and also going in a helicopter above the race through the French Alps, which will be just absolutely insane. Like, I think I might enter the competition myself. All you have to do to enter the competition is take part in the final virtual Etape du Tour of this year, which is going to be on the 18th and 19th of July. Just sign up how you normally would do on the Zwift companion app, take part in the event, and then after the ride, take a screenshot of your ride data on Zwift, on Strava, and then post that as a story or a post on Instagram with the hashtag Ride2Unite, and Wheel of Cycling are going to be picking one of you lucky viewers that are watching this video to win the hospitality program. All the details will be in the description box down below. Tomorrow is the second of 3 virtual etappes that the tour is hosting this year. The rides are going to be every 2 hours throughout the day, but in true L'Etape du Tour fashion, I'm going to be waking up tomorrow morning at 5:15, ready to take part in the first event of the day, which starts at 6 a.m. But hey, one positive of it being virtual this year is I don't have to travel to France, I just have to walk next door. Time is right now it is 5:40. The ride starts in 20 minutes. I'm just about to get some breakfast. It's a bit of a damp and dreary start here in the UK. It's definitely not like waking up in France, I can tell you that for free. But unfortunately this year, this is as good as it's gonna get. This is breakfast this morning. Yes, we have got some Nutella in the porridge. I probably shouldn't have, but I have. We need some good morale food to wake us up. Which actually I don't feel that bad despite it being so early. Normally I'm rubbish like this early in the morning, but 2 days ago I had to get up at 3 a.m. to travel to London for a day's work. So I think right now my body's used to getting up early, and 5 a.m. that's a lie compared to 3. Pretty much standard practice for me. Something had to go wrong. Just after we'd set off, I'd remembered that I'd forgot to connect and actually put on my new heart rate monitor. And let me tell you, trying to put a heart rate monitor on at the start of a ride when everyone's going flat stick out of the blocks, it ain't easy. I'll tell you that for free. Alright, so like every Zwift ride, this set off absolutely flying. I got in the pen at 5 seconds after it allowed me to join the event at 5:30. I was already in like 400th position. There's like over 4,000 people right now in the event, and we're sat top 500. The first climb in the course doesn't come until 12 kilometers, so I've got a bit of time to try and move up and get as far forward as possible. Some of these boys are gonna absolutely fly up the climb. And I've just had my breakfast, so I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Currently sat in 350 right now. Been trying to slowly move up since the ride started. Trying to save energy where I can. It's not easy, it's not easy. These things always turn up into a race, and me being Mr. Competitive, I have to get involved. I want to get as high a position as possible. It's going to split up like mad on the climb. Just trying to move up from group to group is going to be even harder. So I think it's worth investing the effort early on and just try and get myself into a good position. Now, credit where credit is due. Zwift have gone all out in order to make the virtual Tour de France and the virtual Etape the best experience possible, and they've done that by creating new courses purposely for the event. It's just generally nicer and more entertaining to have something different to look at than the typical courses on Watopia, Richmond or New York, for example. And this course used on stage 2 of the virtual tour is called the Casse pattes, which translates as leg breaking in French. Though it isn't the easiest course in the world, it certainly isn't the hardest, with only 2 real climbs on the circuit and nothing that steep. Here's the elevation right now at the bottom of the screen. We did 2 laps and in total it was 47 kilometers. This is the sprint banner before the climb that we're just going through right now. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the climb. It's a 3rd cat climb, so I don't know how hard it's gonna be. I imagine quite hard. We're about to find out. I mean, there's the official start, but we've been climbing for a couple hundred meters now. It turns out this wasn't actually the climb. It was a climb, but it was only a little 400-meter rise. The main climb comes in a few kilometers and it's about 3 times as long as this, which I'm about to find out. And here's the actual climb. Make a little exercise then, push on a bit, get the group in front of us on the climb, make it a little bit easier for ourselves on the descent. You're in a bigger group, you go faster, that's how Zwift works. Get into the top 200 at the top of the climb. Now we're on the descent. Had to spend a few pennies there. As you can see, my sweating efforts probably show that. But now we're feeling good, done 20k. Top of the main climb, I think. 26k to go. I think we have to do that whole thing again, and then it's finished next time around. It feels weird being at 180 BPM at 6:30 in the morning. Don't feel normal. Got a nice little group here of about 15 guys. The next group behind is about 16 seconds, and I think it's about the same to the guys in front as well. So I'm quite happy with where we are right now. You can't really, same as the real etap, you know, it's real hard to move up on the flats. The main places you're gonna make up time is on the climb, so we might as well wait, save our energy, wait for the next time the 3rd category climbs, and then we'll hit it again. Yeah, there's the start finish line. So next time round, that is gonna be the finish. Alright guys, we're up to our 170th. The climb is just about to start right now. For the second climb, the first climb, there's 2 climbs each lap, so this is the first and small one. And make sure we're holding, you know, we're not going full gas on this one. We're going to save something for the big one next. After 54 minutes, here it is, the final climb before the long descent to the finish. This was arguably the last place to make up any considerable positions. The plan was pretty much just the same as last time. Push on the front and try and close as many gaps as possible within the next 1.5 kilometers. I had to go pretty hard up that climb to catch the groups in front, but I managed to catch who I could. There's still obviously over 140 people in front of me, but look, I did what I could. There's a big group coming behind us, so it's gonna be a big sprint for the finish. And again, this isn't a race technically, but you know, we've done 45k this hard. We might as well sprint, right? We might as well sprint. And as a wise man once said, if there's a timer and a finish line, then it's a race. At least from that last climb, it's just all downhill now to the finish. We got plenty of time to get some breath back, to get some energy for the sprint. Here we go. Alright, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about doing the virtual etap this year, but it's actually a lot of fun. With over 4,000 people in the group, you're never riding on your own. You've always got that incentive to ride a little bit harder to catch the group in front of you, which is similar to the real thing. And look, it's never going to compare to descending down some of the most iconic climbs in France, but at a time like this, it's as good as we're going to get. And yeah, I'm pleased to say I had a lot of fun. The final stage is coming up this weekend, July the 18th and 19th. Get involved, get amongst the fun, and just smash yourself for an hour.